Hi, this is Scott Gainey, Senior Director of Security Products and Solutions Marketing at Cisco. I'm here with Wahid Chaudhry and Mike Zazaya from Nexus. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Scott.
As an important security partner, Nexus is meeting with us today to share their perspective on today's security market and the way Cisco is helping Nexus address those trends. Wahid, Mike, can you tell us a little bit about your company and just your position within the company?
Sure. I'm Wahid Chaudhry. I'm President and COO of Nexus. We're a strategic partner for Cisco and have been for quite some time.
Yep.
We're gold certified and hold master's specializations in both UC and security.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I'm Mike Zazaya. I'm the practice manager for security, wireless, and network infrastructure at Nexus. Basically, my role is to set and direct the product strategy for Nexus within those technologies. Right.
Okay.
Another key part of my role is to be the main point of continuity between our sales and pre-sales teams, marketing, business operations, delivery, and support. What I can tell you about Nexus is for years our policy and our best practices and standards has been centered around integrating security into all of our designs, whether they be collaboration, unified communications, data center, and so on. So security is very important to us at Nexus.
Great, thanks. Well, we've got 4 questions for you today. So without further ado, we'll dive into them. So the first question I have for you today is, within the context of data center, what are you seeing as the key pain points or business objectives that customers are trying to achieve?
Well, you know, Scott, we're continuing to see customers drive towards further consolidation and virtualization of the data center, right? And not just from a physical infrastructure standpoint, but also from an application standpoint. That's creating, I think, some unique challenges in the space of data center when you consider security, right? Because now, more than just that physical security, you have to really care for the borders of security where the physical infrastructure and that virtual infrastructure really meet.
Yep. Great. Mike, is there anything you'd want to add to that? No, good. Okay.
Nail on the head.
So the next one, what does data center security need to be able to do to address those concerns that you guys are seeing?
So with what he was saying, as far as the consolidation of the physical servers into virtual environments, right? That allows for some of the cost savings and more and increased productivity for that organization. But you also, while it's introducing new secure protections, it's also introducing new threats. So we have to come up with new innovative ways to securely protect the data within the data center. So, and one of that is probably key points is data center segmentation. So making sure that multi-tenancy. So I'll give you an example. One of our customers is a marketing firm who has multiple clients. Some of them even compete against one another. And those clients have contracts with this marketing firm so that they can give intellectual property, talk about their new marketing campaigns that they don't want to get released, especially to those competitors. So it's up to that marketing firm to assure their customers that they're securely segmenting their information from another customer that they may be servicing.
Great. Okay. So now we're going to turn to Cisco a little bit. So I'd like to hear from you. How has Cisco's data center security portfolio really helped you deliver better experiences to your customers specifically?
You know, I think from a Cisco standpoint, Cisco's done a very nice job in really building out an end-to-end architecture, right? That allows us as a partner to really make a very singular investment, right? Every dollar that Cisco spends in security is really applied across that entire infrastructure, right? And that's where Nexus really brings a lot of expertise because we've made investments in practices at every point of that. Cisco's done a very nice job. You know, security is not just if you think about your house, it's not just a lock on the door, right? Security really has to be put throughout that environment, both in the physical side and the virtual side.
It's a good analogy, definitely.
Mike, I don't know if you have other things you'd like to add.
I do. So Cisco took a huge leap forward when it came to data center security when they released their 5585X series adaptive security appliance, their ASA. And why that is because in the before that you had the Juniper SRX, which was kind of the symbol of performance in the data center as a firewall, and then but didn't do much else other than have high performing capabilities. Then you had Palo Alto, and what made them popular was all those consolidation of features, web security, content awareness. The management interface was intuitive, and a lot of organizations like that. So Cisco kind of took the lead in the market in that space because they had the best performance, better than the Juniper SRX, all those features and functionality that Palo Alto touted, and put that in the 5585, and it's just icing on the cake when they introduced the CX module that goes into the 5585.
Yeah, great. Okay, thanks. Well, our closing question here is, why is it important for customers to work with a partner such as yourself in the data center?
Well, let me take first stab.
Yeah.
I'll kind of take us back to what I initially started off by saying. The further consolidation of the data center is creating certain complexities, both in the physical infrastructure, where the security sits in that infrastructure, but as well as in that virtual environment. And I think it's very hard for organizations today to bring the relevant expertise across all those various points in that architecture. And that's really where the value of a VAR, the value of a Nexus really comes into play. We've been very heavily invested in the practice build in all those specific points of the architecture, whether that's collaboration through security, through data center. And we can bring that relevant engineering expertise to the table for our customers. But then I think uniquely from a Nexus perspective, we're not just focused in one specific marketplace. We have a great opportunity every day where we do business with commercial and enterprise, small and large, but also state, local, and education. And so we get to see a lot of various architectures, right, wrong, and different. We get to see a lot of the various types of threats that could be happening in the marketplace, and really collaborate with Cisco and bring that expertise to bear for our customers.
That's great. That's great. Well, Mike, I don't know if there's anything you'd like to add.
Yeah, I would. So, I would say at Nexus we really take pride in our engineering talent, in their expertise, their experience, their ability to execute and really deliver. We've had perfect customer satisfaction scores. I don't know how many years running now.
13 quarters.
13 quarters. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Well done. Nice.
So we're not only messaging things correctly in the front end with sales, but we're also delivering on those promises to our customers. And I like the way we're modeled because you have our regional professional services teams, right? But we also have an advanced services team, solutions architects within our post-sales deployment organization that are some of the best engineers in the country, and some of them even over the world, that are able to really dive into some of those complex environments, deploy new technologies that a lot of other integrators are scared of, and make it a success, which is key. And then we have a whole other team of dedicated pre-sales systems engineers who are, they just finished their recent SE Summit learning about the new technologies consistently and frequently.
That's great. That's great.
Scott, I think quite simply, Cisco solutions coupled with Nexus drives better business outcomes.
Yeah, strong partnership. And really, we value definitely, obviously, our strategic partnership with Nexus. Very appreciative for you guys to come in today and spend this time with us and offer some of the insights in terms of what you're seeing in the market. So, Mike Waheed, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Scott.
So with that, we're going to wrap up the session. I want to say thank you to our audience as well for tuning in today, and hopefully you learned some valuable information along the way. Thank you for watching.